let them bring it up. If they do ask you and they press it, then you can't tell them the truth. But the best answer is exactly what they said. I tweak it a little bit. What I say, you know what? I always start with money is important. Because we're not going to lie about this. Money is important. But really what's most important to me right now is the opportunity. If you feel that I am the strongest candidate for this position and you decide to make me an offer, I'll strongly consider it. Ooh, exactly. That's powerful. If you feel I'm the best candidate for this position and you decide to make me an offer, I'll strongly consider it. Now, what did you just do? You just turned the tables and put the ball in their court. You've done about 4 different things at one time. You let them know money is important, one. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say, oh, well, you know really what I'm here for. I was interviewing a gentleman one time that came from another agency, because we work with a lot of agencies at Manpower, and this guy, he was so sharp. You know, came in there business suited, knew his lingo, very articulate. But you know, the agency that he came from, it was people that was, you know, going through, that was in a high-risk state. And I could tell he probably hadn't been employed in a while. And this agency instructed him that when the money question came up, to basically say, I'll take anything. I let the interview finish. And I told him, I said, listen, sir, I said, you absolutely aced this interview. But never, ever say that again. I don't care what they told you. I don't care if they do just want you to get a job. You never say that. Makes you look desperate. Okay? Makes you look desperate when you will put yourself out there like I'll take anything. I don't even care if you would. If you would take anything, then let them make the decision and don't place a dollar amount on yourself. Now, the reason that I recommend you go this route, I don't like industry standard. We read something earlier that said, say current industry standard. Don't say current industry standard for a few reasons. One, because everybody says that. Everybody says that. It's almost like when people say, oh, tell me what do you consider to be your greatest flaw? Oh, I'm a perfectionist. Everybody says that. There's certain things where you know everybody says that. Current industry standard. Okay, well, what is current industry standard? See, that to me shows that you haven't done your due diligence in researching this job to know what the industry is currently making. So if you're going to say current industry standard, then why don't you tell me what current industry standard is? Because when you say, oh, well, industry standard, that's not enough. You know, I don't like that one. Either name a price from what you know this position pays and what you know you want to make, or what I think is best is to put the ball in their court. And that's what you do when you let them know, though money is important, really what I'm interested in right now is the opportunity. So you tell them money is important, but really I'm looking for something else right now. If you think I'm the best candidate for this position, so that's letting them know, if you choose me and you decide to make me an offer, I'll strongly consider it. You're not saying I'll take it, you're saying I'll strongly consider it. So that's another thing you're doing. You're telling them I have options. So don't just think you're going to come at me with some BS and I'm just going to take it. Right. If you make me an offer, I will strongly consider it. So you let them know, if you like me and you decide to come correct. Right. That's basically what you're telling them, right? What they're probably going to do is either give you current industry standard or give you what they think your value is. But either way, they start off, now you can negotiate. The reason why it's dangerous to name a price, I saw people do it all the time when I used to work in retail management. People will come in, instead of asking what they want, they ask what they think they can get, right? So I didn't know that this position paid $15 an hour. I was just trying to get in, so I told them 10. No, you know what? No, sometimes they may say, you know what? I'm gonna do you better. I'm gonna give you $11.50, and you walking out there thinking, yeah, sign my name up. You didn't know everybody else was making $16.75 on that floor. And you know what else they tell you? Do not discuss your salary with other employees on the sales floor. That's the reason why. Because they know that when you found out we just jerked you, you're gonna want to leave. So don't discuss this with anybody. A lot of times I was coming in asking for a lot, so they was really like, don't tell nobody this. Because you ain't even half as qualified as that other guy. You just had the balls to ask for what it is that you wanted. And we're actually going to pay you because we want you. But if you tell anybody else, and let me tell you, I used to work at a place called Rich's. They're now Macy's down south. Person came in, was making like $10.25. They was working there for like 3-4 years. You know, they give you merit increases every, what, 3-6 months. You know how much they was giving out? 25 cents.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, dude came in making $16. You came in making $10.25. Took you 3 years. Now you up to like 11.35, 11.40.
Yeah,
Ooh, how many years is it gonna take you to get to where you should have came in at? And they're not gonna tell you. That's gonna take you forever. You wanna know what people would do? They quit, go work somewhere else for a year, come back and ask for 16. That's the only way you're making it.
Yeah.
They're not going to, off of merit alone, say, you know what? You know what? Even on the interview, you know what? That's funny that you said 10, because we was thinking 16. No. Their job in HR is to keep their costs down. So they want to get the best candidate for the least amount of money. It's business. It's not about your work, it's about business. If you come in asking for 10, all right, well, I'm going to trust that you know your situation more than I do. You can function off of 10. This other guy over here, with half amount of experience, financially, he knows he can't operate under 16. So that's what he asked for. But if you can operate under 10, that's good, because I'll get you right in this little $10 slot. And once they get you in that $10 slot, see, every dollar an hour that you make more accounts for $2,080 at the end of the year. So you might think, man, that's only $3, but that's $6,000 more dollars that you are going to make a year. That's $6,000 more dollars that has to come off the company's budget. So that's why they're not giving you big $1, $2, $3 increases, and that's why you got to come in asking what you're worth or trying to get as much as you possibly can, because through merit increases, they're not going to bring you up a lot. And not because they don't want to, but because of budget-wise, they haven't factored that in. I had you factored to be here for a couple of years at 10 making this amount of money, and now I'm trying to take you from 10 to 16. So if I take you from 10 to 16 and word get out, what's going to happen with all the rest of the employees on the floor? It's going to be anarchy. So they let you know, I'm sorry, I cannot do it. And it's all because of what you came in on. So that's why as much as we just want to get our foot in the door, and as good as we think, okay, well, I just want the job, understand that you feel that way now. But you're gonna get acclimated to this job at some point or another, and then that's when the real test begins. It's not what Ms. Bush always says. It's not about getting a job; it's about keeping a job. All of you all in here that want a job is going to get a job. Are you going to keep that job? You know, whether it be because of issues that's going on in your life, or just the fact that you don't feel appreciated. I'm putting in all this work or whatever. Yeah, it was beautiful when I first started, but now that the novelty has worn off. Same way like when you in a relationship. You know, I managed to use the love of my life. I couldn't stop thinking about it. But now that we looking at each other ugly mugs all day long, now, you know, by the 5th or 6th month, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm just walking in the door first or whatever. Let me smack her in the face. You know what I'm saying? No more holding doors open. You know, no more, I mean, you want me to cook for you, man? You want a massage? You know. That's how we get. When we get adjusted to stuff, we get comfortable, that novelty wears off, now you're left with what's real. That's why they always say in relationships, it's good that you have a friendship. Because once all the goo-goo gaga things wear off, what you have is, do we really like each other?
Yeah.
Because eventually you're going to go from a 10, and you might still be a 10, but you know, I'm gonna be used to your 10ness. You feel what I'm saying? And so now it's do we get along? You know what I'm saying? So even though I took this job because I needed it, at some point it's going to come down to, do I actually like this job? Do I feel like going here every morning? Do I feel appreciated with the salary that they're paying me? So that's why you can't just think about the here and now. The here and now is important, but you got to have a little bit of foresight as well. Is this something I'm going to be wanting to do 3-4 months from now?